You think you know me, you know anything.
From the king city of the Midwest, a place where there are more bars than churches and more cabbies than cops. He's the only one that knows where all this crap comes from and refuses to stop reporting it. A man that has been around the world so much, it was named after him. It's Rob's World! Assisted by the one person who truly knows where Superman's favorite place to be is. It's the one, the only, because everyone else is sleeping. Rob's World Radio Show!
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron or a member of the PTL Club, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who wouldn't know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, it's that real Rob G, and I want to introduce you to the Rob's World Radio Show. Today is October 10th, 2018, and what I'm going to do from now on is Wednesdays, there's going to be the Rob's World Radio Show, and on Fridays, there's going to be a new show called The Main Event. What's it about? I can't tell you that. It's a secret. You're just going to have to check in on Friday and see what it's all about. Will you like it? I hope so. But, you know, it is what it is. I just do this for my own entertainment. I'm just kidding. I hope you like it. I'm going to go ahead and jump into... Before I jump into the story, I want to tell you something. Today is a very, very awesome lady's birthday. Her name is Laura O'Neill, and today's her 29th birthday. I don't think that's actually true. I think she's a little younger than 29, but will she ever admit it? Probably not. Either way, Laura, wherever you're at out there, I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the show now. This story here happens out of Florida. When 73-year-old Florida woman opened the blinds early Friday morning, she expects to see her cat on the back porch. Well, the Titusville woman saw a larger, fleeting shadow. What the hell? That's not my cat. Well, instead of seeing her cat, she saw a 6-foot-tall guy, naked as a jaybird, standing there gyrating. Now, if you don't know what gyrating means, just picture this in your mind. He's sitting there, he's naked, and to me, gyrating is like kind of shaking your hips back to and fro, you know, woo, woo, and you have to make that noise when you're gyrating, woo, woo, otherwise it's not really gyrating. Well, that man, identified as Axel Rivera, 28, by the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, is now charged with unarmed felony burglary of an occupied structure and misdemeanor exposure of sexual organs. Deputies say Rivera broke the handle off the porch's screen door to gain access, and also went into Penelope Peterson's laundry room on the back porch. Gyrating hips. What's wrong with people? Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you something. I always say this, okay? Drugs are bad, okay? Okay, if this guy wasn't on drugs, I want to know what the hell's wrong with him. I mean, first of all, if you're just going to be a burglar and go break into somebody's house, why would you do it buck-ass naked? That's all I want to know. I'm going to be honest with you, if he were to try to do that with me and try to break into my house naked, I would immediately be
Don't you mouth off to me, or I'm going to slap you right in your penis.
Well, maybe I wouldn't actually say that, but I would be thinking it the whole time. I'd probably run like hell because, you know, I don't want this burglary to turn into a rape. That's one of my biggest fears, is being raped by another guy. But anyhow, I don't know, whatever. Well, a team of alleged burglars, there's a lot of burglaries going on around here. Well, a team of alleged burglars crashed a stolen minivan to the glass front entrance of the Native Roots marijuana dispensary. They stole containers from inside the store, and then crashed into an oncoming police car during their escape. Now, why I said it like that? Police car? Well, anyway, because it said vehicle, I just want to say car. Well, during their escape, this is early Wednesday morning. But for all their trouble, it was for nothing, because the thieves didn't even get enough weed for one single joint. In fact, they didn't even get a single leaf. All the marijuana was locked up, and the thieves couldn't get any weed at all. The boxes that they took were filled with T-shirts and oregano. Now, you know, those guys had to be highly pissed. Get it? Highly pissed. That was a joke. Anyway, our next story, this happened. This also reminds me of some good friends I have in the area. Mr. Steve Strout, you could check him out on thestevestrout.com, and you just go to his website and check it out. You'll thank me later. And also, Miss Laura O'Neill, that I discussed earlier, who has her 29th birthday today, they're from this area. This is the Olympic National Park located in Washington State's Olympic Peninsula. Well, they're faced with a daunting challenge, removing a ballooning mountain goat population that's developed a strong appetite for, are you ready for this? Pee. That's right, urine. Now, mountain goats are not native species to this park. Since their introduction in the 1920s, their numbers have blossomed to a staggering 700. Now, with all these people that are now going around hiking and all this stuff, well, they're relieving themselves on various hiking trails, and the goats have developed an insatiable thirst for urine, which serves as a strong source of salt and minerals. So, well, acting in concert with the National Park Services and the USDA, park authorities have begun tagging, blindfolding, and airlifting these goats to nearby forests in the North Cascades via helicopter. And this is just weird to me. But I mean, apparently these goats, I can understand the nutritional value of it, but how exactly would they find the pee? It's not like they're sitting on the side of the road in bottles or nothing. It's like somebody peeing on a tree or something. But either way, apparently pee is good for you. Who would have thought it? I'm not going to drink pee. They say, like, if you're stranded and you're going to die of dehydration or whatever if you drink your own pee. Well, I guess I'm just going to die because I'm not going to drink my own pee. It's just not happening. Well, officials in northern Arkansas are investigating the cause of a mysterious hole in the ground that spouted flames into the air for more than 40 minutes. Investigators have ruled out methane as the source of the fire that erupted from this hole on September 17th in Midway, a community near the Arkansas-Missouri border. Well, far-fetched suspicions, such as meteorites, have also been proven unfounded. They're sitting here talking about maybe it's the devil, Satan's sending up shit. Satan's come up out of the ground and poked the hole with a pitchfork and all. None of that's true. The flames flared up to 12 feet from the hole, which has been on private property for the last 10 years. Geologists scoped the hole with a camera and determined it was likely created by an animal because it's extended horizontally before intercepting a nearby drainage ditch, according to the Arkansas Geological Report. But nobody can figure out why flames shot up 12 feet out of this hole. It's just one of those things. You're just never going to know. Who knows what happened? Nobody knows what happened. And I'm kind of sad that I even told that story, because that story it kind of bums me out that people are so stupid that they would think that the devil hopped up out of the earth, stabbed the ground with a pitchfork, and now there's fire coming out of it. This next story makes me grin, because nothing is more funny than drunk animals. Now, don't jump my ass about that. I'm only kidding. But this story happens in Minnesota. Birds in a Minnesota town have flown in the windows, in the cars, and are likely because they're tipsy from fermented berries. That's what the local police department said. The frost in the northeastern Minnesota town of Gilbert came early this year, which has sped up the fermenting process for some local berries. Gilbert police said in a news release Tuesday, that's what they said. Well, many birds have not migrated south, so it appears to be more prevalent than in past 10 years. Gilbert says, it appears some of the birds are getting a little more tipsy than normal. The sugars in some local fruits will ferment into alcohol. Park Ranger Sharon Stittler, that's what she said. That's what she said. Well, the TV station reported police have received about half a dozen reports of bird-related incidents. This next story probably has something to do with a story that I was going to tell earlier, but I didn't. This woman, when she, you remember back when we was kids and we had book orders. Remember book orders? You'd get like maybe once every month or whatever it was, and you could order books and stuff from the school. Well, this woman ordered some books, Dr. Seuss, for her granddaughter, and they ended up showing up 20 years later. They were ended up lost in a mailbox or something. But anyway, so the basic of the story is now the woman's reading them to her great-grandson 20 years later instead of her granddaughter. because her granddaughter now has a 5-year-old kid. Well, in New Jersey, a U.S. postal worker decided to quit on the job and left thousands of envelopes on the side of the road. Several boxes of correspondence was left on the side of the road in Pennsauken, New Jersey, and on Sunday, a Facebook user spotted the abandoned mail and posted a photo of it on Facebook, where it was shared thousands of times. If you're going to look for your mail, it may be over here on River Road by the 36th Street station. That's what the Facebook user wrote. According to NJ.com, the special agent Scott Valifer with the U.S. Postal Service Office of Inspector General said mail was out for delivery from the Roxborough Station Post Office in Philadelphia, but the postal worker responsible for the mail has resigned on September 8th. Well, at least he quit. At least he didn't go postal. Remember here a few years ago, all these post office people was going postal, like going around killing their coworkers, and just, that's where the whole term going postal ended. A driver on a Georgia road captured video of an oblivious truck driver striking other vehicles with a pipe sticking out from the side of their load. The video, recorded by Union City Road, shows the open-top truck transporting a number of oversized objects, including what appears to be a plastic pipe that ended up sticking out of the vehicle's side at an angle. Well, the pipe collides with multiple vehicles, including a school bus, without the truck driver even noticing. Multiple drivers honk at the truck and try to get the driver's attention, and it finally pulls over, striking a street sign in the process. It always amazes me how these people will drive down the road, and you're supposed to be aware of your surroundings, and I guess a lot of times people are, but I've seen people driving down the road and they're just looking straight forward, not paying a bit of attention to anything, and I pay attention everywhere I go. I mean, it's weird to me how these people do this stuff. Well, a North Carolina family returned home from a 3-day trip to find their car parked at the airport had been possessed by a colony of ants. The Charlotte Observer reports Caroline Tedler Hackler lodged a complaint on Facebook on Sunday, warning people not to park in a certain section of Charlotte Douglas International Airport's parking lot. She said the car's interior and engine were infested with ants, and her 11-month-old daughter had ants crawling on her during their ride back to Greensboro. She said the colony had been inside long enough to build a nest in the corner of the engine. In 3 days? If their car was parked there 3 days and it was that badly infested as they're trying to say, there's some very big issues going on here, and that really needs to be dealt with. Well, that's all the stories I have for you right now. This is kind of an impromptu show. This is the Rob's World Radio Show. This is the Wednesday edition, October 10th, 2018, of the Rob's World Radio Show. Make sure you join me, because I'm here by myself, this Friday, 10 p.m. Central Time, for a new show called The Main Event. I'm not sure what it's going to be about at this point. I mean, I know, but you don't know, because I'm not going to tell you. You just have to join in, and it's going to be something live, a little fresh, and we're going to check it out from there. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Rob's World Radio Network. And that's pretty much it. And we'll see you again next time. Have a good day.
That's all, folks.